Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about making your sales strategy work. I'm Dr. John Beckham, and I'm a professor of finance and management studies for the State University of New York, Empire State College. So let's begin, making your sales strategy work. In this course, we have already talked about your sales strategy in this course as well as others, and you have created your sales strategy. So you've taken some of your aspirations and you kind of formalized it in a strategic plan to make it come to fruition. But how do we do that? How do we go from creation to actual implementation? So let's create a structure that's going to help you. Number one, we want to start off by creating a vision. What is your ultimate vision? Your vision might be to land that particular job that you've been searching for. And so in order for your vision to come to pass, which is your job that you selected, to make that come to fruition, how do we do that? For most, it might be overwhelming. Yes, I know that this is my goal, this is my aspiration, but it just seemed like it's too huge. Well, it's kind of like eating an elephant. How do we eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So as we deduce this down to the single or least common denominator, we can build up to our ultimate goal. So, as I stated before, we start with the vision. Now, in order to make this vision come to pass, we need to break this vision down into goals. Now, you can have between 3 to 5 goals as a good starting place. And so the way that it works, as I obtain my goals, and I get all of them, so if I got 3 goals, if I meet each one of these goals, goals 1, 2, and 3, then I would make my vision come to pass. So that's the second tier. Well, under each goal, you will have what's called tasks. So in order for me to make this one particular goal come to fruition, I need to complete these tasks. And then as it moves up, going from task to goal to ultimate vision. Now, making this applicable, we need to focus on daily routines. There's a lot of literature out there about creating a strategic plan or a self-marketing plan. But very little focus on making this or breaking it down into a routine that we do daily, kind of like a to-do list. So on my to-do list, I want to make sure that I am working towards completing these tasks for each goal. And I want to make it part of my life. How do I break it down to every single day I'm working on my goal? And the more and more I work on my goal, my tasks will come to pass, my goals will come to fruition, and I will land that ultimate job or career. So I suggest writing it down. Now, my favorite number has become 86,400. There are 86,400 seconds in a day. I cannot carry any seconds forward to the next day, and I cannot save any. Once they're gone, they are gone. So how do I not say that I'm busy, but say that I'm productive and I'm efficient? I purposely sat down for this particular block of time on Monday, 3 to 5, to work on this particular task. And as I complete each task, I'm working to obtaining that particular goal. So let's give some examples. So say, for instance, I use the example of becoming a plant manager. I served as a plant manager before, so that's a good example I'm going to utilize. So let's say becoming or landing that job as a plant manager is in my vision category. That's my ultimate goal, my ultimate plan. And so in order for this vision to come to pass, I need to break it down into goals. So if I start to begin to think about what have we covered in these courses, we covered competencies. We talked about ability to self-market and using some of the self-marketing strategies. And we also talked about building a brand. So I know that as I look at the competencies and the proficiency levels necessary for a plant manager, I must have great presentation skills. I must be able to communicate orally. So that's going to be one of my goals. Also, I know that I need to increase my networking. Because that also is a priority. The more I begin to network or have contacts, then that's also going to help me build upon the likability or the likelihood of me landing my job. And third, it's important for me to build a brand, for people to understand who I am, what I bring to the table, and how I can help the organization. So again, my vision is to land a job as a plant manager. I have looked at my own self-analysis, maybe utilizing some of the tools that we learned earlier, such as a SWOT or a 360-degree self-analysis. I've also looked at the industry standards, and I have determined that my areas of improvement that I need to obtain this job is communication, presentation orally, networking, and establishing a brand for myself. So let's start with the first goal. It is, for me, oral communication or presentation. So now I want to break that down into tasks. How can I work every single day on this particular task of increasing my oral communication or presentation skills? One ideal might be to join Toastmasters. Most Toastmasters meet between 2 to 3 times a week. So maybe on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have put into my schedule from 1 to 2 p.m., I'm going to attend Toastmasters and work on that skill. Another skill that I can work on every single day, actually put into my block of schedule, is I'm going to practice. And maybe that means standing in front of a mirror, practicing my presentation skills, or I might want to record it with my laptop and to have someone else view it to receive feedback. So practice, I'm also going to put that. Another important thing is education. Maybe I want to take a class in communication. And again, communication class can be a semester, or you can do communication 1 and communication 2 that can go over several semesters. So again, I'm breaking this down to, I'm making it practical steps I can do every single day in order to obtain my goal of improving my presentation skills. Lastly, I might want to find a coach. Again, someone who can give me essential feedback that is constructive, that's going to help me to become a better presenter. I could even volunteer and then ask the people in the audience or those who attended to give me some feedback. And I can frame it by saying I'm looking to improve in my presentation skills and my proficiency, because it's going to help me realize one of my goals. So moving, that's one goal. So that's a way that I can improve my communication, presentation skills. Another goal that's going to help me get closer to my fruition of landing that plant manager job is networking. How can I network? Again, I can join associations. I can set up meet and greets where I'm meeting like professionals in that particular field. And these are just some examples. Now you can continue to fill out your schedule on a daily routine basis. And again, I want to specify daily routine. And lastly, I want to improve my brand. By improving my brand, it brings me closer to obtaining all of my goals and making my fruition of my vision of becoming a plant manager come to fruition. And so how can I build my brand? One great aspect of building a brand is social media. And so I could break it down on social media into daily routine, daily bites. So I might say, well, I want to be on Facebook as a medium for social media, and I'm going to post a small snippet every single day, or I'm going to respond to someone. I might also create a blog or a website and a URL. But I'm going to put into my to-do list for every single day a blot of time to work on this. So as I accomplish and meet all of my tasks, I meet my goal. As I accomplish all of my goals, I come to the realization that I can become a plant manager. So what have we learned? We learned the importance of not only creating a strategic plan, but also how to implement that into my daily routine. If I'm constantly moving forward, bit by bit, day by day, it's just like eating an elephant. It might seem overwhelming at first, but bite by bite, and then before you know it, you have consumed the entire elephant. And that's how we're going to work on implementing our strategic plan. I'm Dr. John Beckham, and thank you for watching.